Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will explore how Mermaid.js implements Sankey diagram. This is an experimental diagram in Mermaid.js. Its syntax are very close to plain CSV, but it is to be extended in the nearest future. Let's get into our live editor. You start a Sankey diagram with the keyword Sankey bidder, and then every other information will be underneath. And this is typically a CSV raw file, which is a comma-separated value that has three fields: a source, target, and value. These three values or columns will be used to draw the Sankey diagram. Let's say we want to show a Sankey diagram that shows the use of social media between three users who uses TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. In Mermaid.js, we will represent the data in a CSV format, and Mermaid.js will draw the diagram. So let's start with user one. User one using TikTok and has 200 value. Maybe that's the hour or minute that he used. And then we have user two uses YouTube and 250 as the value. And also user three uses Facebook and has 180 as the value. This just shows the relationship between the user and the value. But now when we have more data, you see how they interconnect or interrelate. You will also note that we are following the pattern of three columns for each of the data, and they are the source, the target, and the value. Let's add more data. I'm going to add for user one, YouTube has 500 minutes, say minutes, and you can see right here that the number of minutes for YouTube is now 250 and 500 altogether. And user one is joining YouTube and TikTok together. You can see the line for user one is now YouTube and TikTok. This is basically the data that is represented using the Sankey diagram. I now added another one for user two. User two still does YouTube. YouTube has increased by 140. And then we have user two doing YouTube also. Now YouTube is for two users. You can see it's the diagram shows that two users now uses YouTube. Now let's add user two to do TikTok. And now you can see user two does TikTok, and it does TikTok and then also YouTube. So this diagram basically illustrates the relationship and the flow of data and the amount. So from here, just looking at this diagram, we'll know that the number of minutes used is more on YouTube than any other social media platform. Let me just add some more data, and you can see how it flows across all the social media platforms. And overall, YouTube is the most used and is used by 3 users, Facebook used by 2 users, TikTok used by a combination of user 2 and user 1. It just tries its best to map out all the relationship between the source and the target. Let me add more data for up to 5 users, and you will see it does a whole lot of mapping together the data. And just looking at it, you will know that Twitter has the most use in this data. And these are just CSV data that is imputed here after the keyword Sankey-better. And just looking at the data, you can be able to know exactly how the diagram flows from one element, from one source to its destination or target. Look at user 5. You can deduce that user 5 uses 1, 2, 3, 4 social media platform, and the one that he uses most is Twitter. You can see the fattest line here is Twitter, and you can deduce the other ones just the same way. You can check out my full video tutorial on Udemy titled Mastering Mermaid.js Diagram, Charts, and Data Visualization, which teaches in-depth course on different Mermaid.js diagram and chart implementation. Check out the link in the description for more details.